You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, B&B fans, we need to address the weird and downward spiral of Hope Logan because she doesn't have a man in her life. This is Belynda from Soap Dirt, and I want to talk about the guy that she should be with instead of the guy she keeps fantasizing about. Let's dive into that right now. Just off the cuff, first thing, Finn is not the guy for Hope. I know some of you guys out there are shipping them hard. I see it in the comments. I see it on Soap's social media, but I feel like maybe some of y'all, I think, just hate her with Thomas and you don't want Thope to happen, so you're shipping her with Finn for that reason. Maybe there's other reasons, but I feel like that is one of the big things. But let's just be real. Finn, he's just not the man for her. I mean, first of all, they are both very milquetoast to me, so they would be so boring together. He does what Steffi tells him to do, and Hope's not the kind to really boss a guy around that much. I feel like Hope and Finn would just wander lost in a circle if they were a couple. I don't see chemistry there. And Steffi might give Hope the Allie treatment and knock her in the head with a rock if she tried to steal her man. Hope does make a move on Finn this week, but I do expect that to go nowhere because they don't belong together. Now, the second person clearly is Thomas. Thomas and Hope do have great chemistry. I give you that. And there is a big faction of fans that love Thope and wants them together. I enjoy them together if I can just keep my mind off their complicated past and just enjoy their present, because their past is problematic. Thomas did not steal Beth. He did not architect any of that, despite the way Liam keeps lying and saying he did. However, Thomas absolutely perpetuated the lie and made sure the charade kept going, and he helped keep Beth away from her mother. Absolutely. And that's a huge problem. Plus, when a man has a mannequin of you that he's tongue kissing, that's a problem. And of course, he had a brain issue that required surgery, but it's ick if you think about it too long. Plus, Thomas and Hope they want different things in life right now. His relationship with Paris, to me, is much healthier than his one-sided thing with Hope, where she got everything she wanted and he got almost nothing he wanted, but in her bed. So I just don't think they belong together. All right. Next, let's talk about Liam Spencer. There is a faction of fans out there that think they are soulmates, ride or die, meant to be. I'm not sure what soap these people are watching, but hey, everybody gets their ship, right? I personally think Liam should remain in a relationship timeout until he gets his head out of his back hole, because he is a terrible boyfriend, a terrible husband, a terrible lover and partner. Actor Scott Clifton said Liam is awful. He does not like the character that he plays, and he doesn't think that Liam should be in any romance. And the bottom line is Liam always has had one eye on Steffi. He has never been a one-woman man, and when he's been with Steffi, he's had an eye on Hope. Always, 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 he still does that, even now. So Hope should just keep him in that friend zone, co-parent arena. And I actually really, really enjoy her telling him about how Thomas was the best lay of her life, the man who made her feel all kinds of tingly like she never felt before. That was great. And for that reason and many others, I just don't see them back together, and I don't want them together, and I don't think they are meant to be together. All right, now I want to talk about somebody who could be a good match for her. He's hot, he's single, he works with her, and he also really needs love in his life. It's somebody that she's never dated before, and most importantly, a man who's never dated Steffi, and I'm talking about Carter Walton. I mean, what is not to like there? He is gorgeous. He's fit. He's tall. He's fine. He's sweet. They work together. So if she wants to boink somebody in the design office like she did with Thomas, Carter's absolutely willing to do that. We've seen him doing the friction thing on that couch with Katie. He knows how to work it. I think Brooke and Ridge would both approve. So would Eric, even though Carter's a little older than her, but he dated Paris not that long ago, and they're about the same age. So that age gap should not be a big deal on the soap. The only problem really is that Carter is a serial proposer. He generally can't date a woman for more than a few months without trying to put a ring on her finger, and Hope's not into that. I was actually surprised he didn't propose to Katie. So while I do think Carter could be a good match for Hope, I actually don't see their temperaments meshing very well. You know, Instead, I want to make a really controversial suggestion of who I think Hope should get with for her next love interest, who I think would be a great pairing, something we've never seen before, somebody she could have chemistry with, somebody that would upset everybody even more than her being with Thomas does. Don't scream when I say it, just hear me out, all right? Have you considered what a romance between Hope Logan and Bill Spencer would look like? And yeah, I know he's dating Poppy right now, but I see the expiration date on that hot mess already. I don't think he's Luna's father. And even if he is, Poppy is a gold digger with a shovel the size of Montana. Bill is going to toss Poppy's drug-abusing crazy butt to the curb pretty soon, I'm guessing. He can keep Luna around, whether she's his daughter or not, because I think he, is going to feel parental around her, even if the DNA stuff unravels. But her mom needs to go. Poppy needs to go all the way off of Bold. She's just terrible. She's not a happy hippie. She's a terrible greedy gold digger. And it's all going to come out, I think, soon. Anyway, once things with Luna and Poppy and Bill implode, Bill's going to need a new love interest. And I honestly think he and Hope would be a really interesting match for several reasons. I'm going to tell you about them. And then you tell me if you agree or disagree. Tell me in the comments. So first, Bill loves Logan ladies. He has been married to both Brooke and Katie, and he made out with Donna once. So we know his type, and Brooke is his type, and Katie is his type, Donna is his type. So therefore, Hope is also his type because she's very much a typical Logan. Second, it would make Brooke and Deacon's heads explode if he dated Hope. Bill would lap that up with a piece of bread. He loves to poke and prod Deacon, and Brooke has made her choice. She wants the dressmaker. So, I think Bill might find it interesting to be with Brooke's daughter. And Brooke really can't say anything. She's boinked her daughter's husband before, and she boinked Hope's boyfriend. So I don't really think Brooke has much of a leg to stand on to protest this, but she definitely would. The third thing, Bill Spencer could fill that little place in Hope that causes her to get hot and bothered all the time because Bill is super hot. He's got that whole zaddy vibe. He's definitely somebody that Hope could fantasize about, who could make those fantasies a reality. Fourth, Bill would not pressure her to get married. He would be happy to have her warming his sheets, going out on dates, having fun together, no pressure to get married. And if she wanted another baby, he'd be happy to make that happen. He loves kids. And fifth, and this is, very funny, as well as him liking Logan ladies, we know that Hope likes Spencer men. She's been married to both of his older sons, Liam and Wyatt, just like Steffi's been. And of course, Bill had that fixation on Steffi. So I think he could easily develop a thing for Hope because we have shown that we've seen on the soap that he likes his daughters-in-law. And Liam being irritated that his dad got with his ex-wife would be hilarious. Steffi would probably be bothered about it too. That would be fun. And I do think Hope could honestly benefit from being with a really strong-willed guy like Bill, who wouldn't let her boss him around, who would give her some really good loving, and whose presence in her life would drive other people crazy while I think being very fulfilling for her. I think he would fill up all those empty spaces in her that are clearly there. And I think it would be super duper soapy. Let me know what you guys think.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.